Welcome back to Robin Reviews. As you can see in front of you, I am going to talk today about the Lego Simpsons house. But before I get there, as I've done before, I'm going to tie in Funko where I can, because I'm a big Funko fan, and so I wanted to show, not do a full review, but show the Homer Funko that I have. I know of all of them, but I have my favorites, and there's a couple more that I want. So first we have the Homer sitting on couch. It's a pretty great job. It's pretty bang on for what it is. If you look, try to see if I can get a good angle. If you look at the TV created by Matt Groening, so it's the end of the credits. But the only thing I don't like about this one, and I will do not a full review, but the only thing I don't like is similar to Pop Rides. Just the sizing is off. I get why they have to have Homer full size, but then you'd want a bigger TV. Because otherwise it just looks weird. It's similar to when I had the Pop Rides and you have a full-size Pop in a car, and so kind of throws off the spacing a little bit. Next up is the classic belly dancer Homer. I really like how they did this. I love the plastic that they used here, and so I'm not going to do a full review on him, but I'm just going to show them for now, and then maybe later I'll do a review. Although I do like belly dancer Homer, I do like the touch on the shoes. I'm going to go in reverse order here, just from some of my favorites. Classic. I don't even need to turn this around. You guys know what this is. Well, you might. This is Mr. Plow. That name again is Mr. Plow. Really great job. One of my favorite parts of this episode is when they're doing the commercial and Bart asks, "You are bond and license, right, Mr. Plow?" And he growls at him. It's a great Funko. They did a great job with that one. This used to be my favorite. So this is the Homer and his moo-moo when he decides to get disability and work from home. He even resorts to eating Play-Doh to get to that size. I think Maggie makes him a Play-Doh donut. And then it's just humorous how, like, he finally gets that, and then he realizes again that his stomach is resting on the towel rack. Bart points it out, and it turns out that he's actually overshot his goal of 300 pounds. And then a great part of that episode is when he's trying to do the sit-ups at the end, and Mr. Burns like, one, and then finally gives up and says, "I'll just pay for the plastic surgery myself." And my favorite current Homer is the donut head Homer from the Treehouse of Horror. This is just, there's a chip on the eye. I just noticed that little black paint that's rubbed off. But this is just such a playful Funko. They did a great job. I really like that they chose to take the part for where he eats off his own head. And the best part, in my opinion, are the way his fingers are. It's Homer's classic thing when he's snacking or he's excited. He does this ooh thing with his hands, and so it's a really great job. So those are my Homer Funko right now, including my personal favorite, the Donut Head Homer. Now onto the Lego house itself. You might have seen this on Lego. You might have seen people talking about it. I think in a lot of ways, Funko did just a fantastic, not Funko. See what happens when I'm always talking Funko? My bad. Lego did a fantastic job. I'm not as big a fan of the minifigures for this. This is the original line they did. I just don't understand why they have to look so spaced out. It doesn't really make sense. And so I'm not a big fan of what they did with the kids. You have Lisa. Ned's is better because I think with the glasses, it'd be harder to show if his eyes were closed at all. Classic sweater vest with the tie underneath. They did a great job. Maggie's a one piece. There's no leg portion. Similar things. I mean, they're all just very surprised about something. Maybe they've just discovered that they are, in fact, Lego. Marge, same thing. Just, I do not like the eyes. But classic Marge. Bart, his eyes, I don't know why, his eyes almost work a little better. Maybe it's the lack of the eyelashes. It's less weird for him. Homer, I mean, same thing. Maybe it's just because you don't have the eyelashes, but he's got the classic hair on the side and hair on the top. I didn't know this for years, but apparently Matt Groening made it so Homer's hair, I'm trying to turn, way in his ear, actually, he was MG for his initials. So first glance, the Simpson house does look great, but what really sets this Lego set apart, other than the cost at the time, is what's on the inside. Now, full disclosure, I have not opened this house in years, and I have I think, moved at least twice since I've opened it, and so it's going to be a little scattered. So we're going to start in the garage, and so if you open the garage door, the car is currently not in the garage door. We do have the car. I do have the car. I'm just not sure where the car is, so that's funny. And no one took it out because I went over all the characters. But what you can do, what's really neat here, I'll do this first part, is the garage actually can separate from the house. So we'll do the garage on its own. And so you get a good look into the garage. It's got some pieces lying about. It's got a little window in the top. It's got the entryway into the house, and then you can actually remove the roof as well and get a good look into there. Lego used in all the house. They use these two pieces. I believe they're supposed to second as make you think they're lights, but they also help to hold this in place. And so when you put it back on, these act as stoppers, and so it can actually just sit there. And so that is the garage. This house did lots of cute touches. I don't know if you can see from the camera angle there, but the air conditioner on the side definitely says property of Ned Flanders. And so that's a nice little touch. Two things that are really neat about the house. First, same thing. You can, let me see if I can get a good angle here. You can take the roof off and you can see inside. And so again, there's a camera tripod in the bathroom right now, which I think I just dumped some things in. And here they've actually doubled up, putting Homer and Marge's bed in with Maggie's crib, and you can see one of those quote-unquote light fixtures that holds the roof together. And so they're both in there. They did not give Maggie her own room in this house, just spacing wise. And so, I mean, on the one hand, I really applaud them because, you know, they're adding parts to the house, but, you know, spacing wise, it doesn't really make a lot of sense if they're so small. Here you have Lisa's room. Lisa's room, I think, is one of the best jobs they did. As you can see there, they have like the bookcase, magnifying glass, vanity mirror, desk, jazz poster, mug, and then she has a little dresser in her bed and everything. I mean, they did a really nice job on her room. And so if we go to the back of the house, same thing. You've got here, though, for the back of the house, you've actually got two separate roof pieces, just because this one is so small, and it's just the other side of Homer and Marge's bedroom. And then you have a double up here of the top of the stairs and Bart's room. Now, Bart's room, again, is a disaster. I think so you can see his skateboard there, although one might argue that maybe this isn't far off from what his bedroom might actually look like. But again, it's the little touches there. So, I mean, Bart has Krusty the Clown poster, his lucky red cap, little cork board there, and Radioactive Man on his desk. But again, his desk has come loose, and so I do apologize for the mess. And then you've got his bed there, and that's actually, according to, other than like a closet, that's actually similar to what it will look like in the show. You notice here, as you start going down the stairs, you have Grandpa's picture, you have Maggie's picture, and you have the stairs. Pretty cool already. Now, on its own with those things, you got some windows, which Bart has snuck out of from time to time. On its own, I would give it quite well. It's this next part, which again, there's lots of pieces that have become displaced, but the house actually opens up completely. Trying to get a good camera angle. We'll do this side first, and then I'll move over. This is a secondary part that comes with a set. It's an El Barto skate ramp for skateboarding for Bart, and so I'm sure he enjoys that. And again, when I moved, I just kind of threw the pieces in so that they didn't go anywhere. And so I'll see what we have lying around here. You got their TV, which I guess recently they were watching the Itchy and Scratchy show. That's good. The classic couch. Lego, sometimes when I just think they couldn't possibly make pieces a certain way, they come out with the Simpsons couch and do a great job with it. This is another barbecue, I think it's supposed to be, grill. Another thing, which is the property of Ned Flanders, which Homer has. And so I'm going to try and lift it without disturbing everything. But if you look through there, that's where the stairs come down, and that has their carpet, classic orange carpet with a circle in the middle, and that's where both the TV and the couch go. And remember, this is when the house is together, there's actually only 2 rooms on the bottom. And so you have to kind of picture them together. And so I'm going to remove some of these. You have the classic chairs for the kitchen. And you have the one kitchen area on the side here, which has got some drawers and a sink in the middle there. And then on the other side, you've got a counter space, you've got cupboard space. And so this table and these chairs all go in this space when it's combined, when the 2 halves are together, and it's the one. And the other side, you have the other half of the living room, which has the piano with piano music and another window to look out from. And just the irony when you have these 2 pieces that separate like this is the bathroom door. And again, it's a little weird when you look at it like this, because it's hard to envision as one, but it's really cool that they did it this way. I think it gives a pretty accurate, without being TV show accurate exactly, I think they did a pretty good job to capture the house. I don't play with Lego. That's not why I have these. I put them on display, and that's why when I first started the video, I had the characters on the outside instead of on the inside in their rooms, just because when I display it, they stand out pretty well. And even though I don't have the Simpsons car physically on me right now, I can tell you that they did a great job with that as well. Even the dent in the front bumper is on there. They used a couple of triangle pieces pushed together, and then another one's just to show the dent in the car. And so that's a really great job. Trunk with tools in it, everything they did there. I do have the Quickie Mart. In one of my later videos, I'll do the Lego Quickie Mart. And with that, you do get Chief Wiggum's car, and you do get Chief Wiggum as well as Apu. And that one too opens up, though the difference is for that one, what happens is it's a flat roof that lifts off, and then the whole store opens. That one, they even went crazier with detail because they've got lots of different comic books, lots of different comic book covers, food, drink, squishy machine, all those things. And so altogether, I'd probably give this Simpson house that Lego did, probably like a 9 out of 10. There's very little to fault them on. I love how it connects. If you can see here, it's got the grasping piece on the one side, and then it's got the thing to grasp onto on the other. The only, I guess, downside is when you do take it apart and you open it up, when you go to put it back together, especially when you go to push the garage back against. You just have to be very careful. You can see it's loose here. There's been a few times when it's kind of punctured the hole a little bit for Lego pieces, just having to do it that way. But other than that, give it a 9 out of 10. I think Lego did a great job. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know what your favorite Lego set is. I do have a few of the architecture sets and the Millennium Falcon, and so I'll do some of those later. But let me know what your favorite sets are and what you think of this one. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks very much.